Hey, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Come on in. We're going to start in just a minute. Come on in. Good morning. Invite another girl boss to the group. Invite a girl boss to the group. Good morning. I see some people are here. I can't see who y'all are, so please send a comment saying good morning and who you are so I can be back and forth with you. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Sherry. Good morning, Miss Angeline. Good morning, Miss Catherine. Thank y'all for coming on. Thank y'all for coming on. We are going to do a little business building this morning. You know me, you know I'm excited. Anytime I get to talk about or do some business. So come on. We'll give about one more minute and then we're going to get started. Welcome, everyone. Invite some girl bosses to the meeting, y'all, to the session. We're not going to be long, but we're going to be effective, all right? Invite some girl bosses. I'm just over here putting together. I decided that all this stuff that I'm teaching on between here and yeah, that's okay. Between here and Clubhouse, I'm making a little book book of it to reference when I sometimes go back, because sometimes I'll repeat the lesson for effectiveness, but also to be organized, right? Because I'm not a paper girl. I don't do paper good. All right, so we're gonna get started. I was supposed to do this before I came on live. Good morning, good morning. Invite a girl boss. We're about to get started. Everybody. All right, guys. Welcome to our weekly strategy session. I don't know if you all have read the memos that I have been putting out for the last couple of weeks, but I will be going live officially every Monday at 9 a.m. right here in the groups. So whether you are in the fempreneur group or the Girl Bosses United group, you will have access to these sessions. So make sure you invite another girl boss so that she can be inspired and empowered as well. We love doing business together. networking, having accountability. That's what um that's what building these type of communities is all about, is having a team, right, of people, even if it's just to pump you up, you know, after some stuff that went on and you feel discouraged or just tired or just, need a little motivation, whatever the situation may be. That's the purpose of these groups. Specifically, Girl Bosses United is a support group for women. So you see, I post a lot of motivation, I post a lot of spoken words from spiritual leaders and business leaders. Also different just different memes and quotes and things to just push us through, right? Because sometimes you just need one good little oof and it'll help you through your days. So that's what Girl Bosses United is for, just to support you, just to push you through. And then also to bring moments like this, our strategy sessions. I also have opportunities for guests. So if you have something that you want to come speak on specifically about business, to teach on more like than speak, but if you have some business tips you want to share with the community, please reach out to me. It is an option that is available during this time, the 9 a.m. strategy sessions on Mondays. So the fempreneur group is more of our, networking and putting our business out there, sharing your business events and whatever. That's the group for sharing, right? So this group is more reserved for just a motivation. That's why you don't see many where the Girl Boss United group is more for motivation. That's why you don't see me allowing many sales posts in here, but swing on over to Fempreneur Society and you can do that there. All right. So, of course, I got to spotlight our book. Y'all know I'm not good with this camera, but spotlight our book, Powerful Affirmations for Fempreneurs. This book is 22 women giving their affirmations, their favorite affirmations, and their scripture, and a powerful prayer for entrepreneurs. So it's a very good business tool for kingdom business women. But every Monday since this book has launched in July of 2021, we have been holding a clubhouse room called Affirm, Align, Activate. And that room supports this book and the Fempreneur Society. And so what we do is we affirm our businesses, we align with scripture, and we activate with prayer every Monday. And then we have a short business tip that sometimes goes over. So that is why I decided to start going live here at 9 a.m. because at 6 in the morning, yes, we do want to take that time out to affirm, align, and activate, get a little bit motivated in the business area, but we don't really have time for a full, breakdown of learning. So I wanted to bring that here as a added bonus of being a part of my community. So welcome again. We will be here every Monday, 9 a.m. after the clubhouse. And so I'll just share what our daily where this is our weekly affirmation. So we will do a weekly affirmation, a weekly scripture, and you can get your prayer out of the book. And so this week, our affirmation came from Monica Jones's chapter, which is called I Am Who He Said, Not What They Said, which is just a word in itself, right? But our affirmation for today is I am investment worthy. And the scripture that is going to align with that is Isaiah 41 and 13. For I, the Lord your God, will hold your right hand, saying to you, fear not, I will help you. And so we know where our help comes from. So I just wanted to reiterate that here. I will not go through everything that we spoke of in the clubhouse room because that is available for replays now. So feel free to go to Clubhouse and listen to the replay. Um, of our power call this morning. So without further ado, I will, however, tell you the 4 benefits. We went over some benefits of having Instagram, right? And so I know we all flock to Facebook. Why? Because it's user friendly. It's easy to do. We didn't got in the hang of it. We've been on it long enough and know how to share. We know how to message and all that good stuff. But Instagram is for those that have product-based businesses. Services work as well, but specifically product-based businesses, Instagram is a really, really, really good tool for that. But this also, like I said, works for service-based businesses as well. You just have to, of course, tweak your content for Instagram, right? Because Instagram is a visual platform. It's visual. So you don't have all those long drawn out captions. You don't have a lot of words. It's videos and pictures, memes and stuff like that. So a lot of times we can bring the content over from Instagram to Facebook, but we can't always bring the content from Facebook over to Instagram. And so with that being said, some benefits of Instagram is connecting with your customers. You can connect with your customers there. And I'm sorry. You can connect with your customers there and build good relationships, build stable relationships, and get good feedback, right? Because of what the tagging features. And well, of course, everybody wants to be shouted out or something like that. So being able to do that on Instagram is one of its benefits, being able to connect with your people right there on the platform, and then them being able to share your business, right? And so then you can learn what the people like. Okay, so you can be going through their page, seeing what kind of stuff they like, because what in business, we always want to be the answer to a problem. Always want to be an answer to a problem. That way, it's not hard for us to market our business, right? And so you can go there and learn what people like, learn what's needed out there, get some, do some polls, ask some questions, you know um do some contests. It's so much stuff you can do on Instagram, right? And so you can reach a new audience as well. So when you get on Instagram and you start really interacting in the ways that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes, you will find that you can reach a brand new audience and present your business in a way to convert the audience into customers, right? And so that of course in return generates your sales, right? Generate some sales. And so with Instagram, adding all of the new features and being able to integrate with, sorry guys, I was just putting my phone on mute, but being able to integrate with a lot of these website platforms, that is definitely a way to boost your sales on Instagram. Connect your products. If you post a product in your story or on your page, you can connect that product to your store on your website. So a lot of people are like, I don't want a website. I don't need a website. I got Facebook. I got Instagram. But first off, what if this stuff goes down? All right. So that's what you have to think about first. What if social media goes down and you can't contact your customers and your customers can't contact you? You need a website, even if it's just for information, even if you're not specifically selling from it or collecting payments or whatever, you think the hang up is. You need a website. It helps also to build your credibility, right? Along with your social media platforms. But you want to have somewhere to send the people outside of these platforms, because we never know when this stuff will shut down and you lose everything, or they put you in jail and never let you out, or shut your page down, or somebody spams you and you get blocked from your own stuff. So you have to secure your digital investments. How about I call it that? So, when you are on these different platforms and on social media, you start to build a digital currency wallet. That's what I'll call it. And so all of this stuff is your digital currency, right? Because you need it to survive in the virtual world. You need your social media pages. Now, do you need to be doing some of the stuff you're doing on there? Probably not. But, you know, pivoting to business, y'all. Like I said this morning in Clubhouse, we are on these platforms and we need to be utilizing them to the benefit of our business. We're business owners. We, sometimes cry about not having customers, not having, people interact, our family not doing this, but these platforms put you in front of millions and billions of people. Stop hawking on your family. Let them people go. Let God send who's going to build your business. And the only way that you are going to receive that is if you have your mind right. You have your mind set on, okay, this is what I need to do. Instead of getting on social media and going and looking at what everyone else is posting, I need to make sure that I have posted on my business today. That's the first post you should make every day. You should post about your business. I don't care how you feeling. If you pick that phone up and you get on these social apps and you do not post your business, you are doing yourself a disservice, period. Because why are you here? So, all right, I'm off my rant because I can see it all in my face. But seriously, guys, think about it like that. You have to have your mind right. Like, if you are not here to do business, what are you here for? Are you here for entertainment? Then not trying to make no money. So we want to utilize these platforms to excel us, not to hold us back. And when you get caught up in the social part of it, then you're holding yourself back because these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of these are social media platforms that have something for us business owners to utilize for free. Then you can get into the paid ads once you maximize on the free stuff, right? All right. So, and guys, if y'all have questions for me, let me just throw this out there. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to post. I will answer under the comments. So if you have any questions, any comments, any input, come on with it under the comments and I will get to you. But yeah, so utilize these platforms for what they're here for. This is like the best free advertising you can ever ask for, but you have to put in the work. So, the first thing we're going to talk about in Instagram is understanding your analytics. All right. And so, your analytics, and before I do that, before I go, hey, Miss Cher, hey, how you doing? Before I go further, guys, I have an ebook on boosting your Instagram engagement that I am going to share in the comments. It's a free download on my website. And so that is what I am pulling this information from this morning. So feel free to go there and download your copy so that you can get, because it has like some graphics on it that help you see what is going on your Instagram. So your analytics, right? So your analytics is pretty much a breakdown of your follower demographics and your top performing posts, right? And so in Instagram, your analytics are found in your dashboard. Let me see so I can tell y'all exactly. The analytics are found in your dashboard. Can y'all see that? Nope. Okay. So, and you click insights, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's found under insights. And so when you go on your insights, it will tell you your audience, which is how many accounts that you reached, okay, that post reached, okay, or you can do it. Let me see something before I say that. You can look at your insights by the last 7 days, the last 14 days, the last 30 days, you know, last night. So you can put a time frame in to see what your analytics are during that time frame. So during that time frame, it'll tell you the accounts, the number of accounts you reached, which is your audience. It'll also tell you the activity, which is your interactions and your engagement. And so that's how many accounts you engaged. And then it's also going to tell you how your content performed. And so that's also on feed posts, stories, and promotions. You can look at how all of that performs. And so the reason I started with analytics is because, when you don't know what is going on your page, then you don't know how to target an audience, right? And so, first and foremost, I know you all, well, maybe not all of you, but most of you should know that I am a stickler on us finding our target audience, right? And targeting those people in our content. And so being able to read your analytics and go and see what was the best post, what was the best time to post it, who interacted with it. You can go back and look at those things and then make a decision on what to post in the future to help boost that engagement, right? And so you go before you even start, like once you have 100 followers, you can use analytics. And so once you do that, that helps you give you kind of a little roadmap on how to create your content, right? And so then once you create your content, and that's a whole nother um strategy session we'll do, not today, because that's a little in depth. But and I'm trying to keep these to 30 to 45 minutes, y'all. So y'all know I'm long winded, but I don't like to waste a lot of time on talking. I like action. And so, anyways, looking at those analytics will help you because Instagram has so many options for you to get your content out there, right? So there's stories, there's your Instagram stories. And so in your Instagram stories, you can they are not posted to your feed, but it's a completely separate section. But they drive engagement by boosting the amount of time your followers spend on your profile, giving a positive ding to the Instagram algorithm. And if you can get like those brand I can't think of what they call brand ads, those branded ads, those boost even more. And most of the time with the branded ads, that's just connecting with another business on there, and you all agree that when they post about your business that you'll tag them and add them as a promoter, and the same for you. So building these networks is important. And so I hope that you use the opportunities that you have to put your pages out there very wisely. And just to do a shout out, please make sure you're following my Instagram, Eris INTL, um, and at WYSP_TV. And so also, I'm gonna start a thread so we can share each other's Instagram because I want to do a challenge. All right. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little later. But make sure that you are using those stories, guys. And look, now if you use Canva like for your content creation, it'll once you create a flyer or something, it'll ask you if you want to convert it into an IG story format, right? So this is telling you that you need to be utilizing every part of these platforms, okay? And so go ahead and put your stuff in these stories, because people that may not even be interacting with your page, when they scroll through those stories, or sometimes it's by accident, like they may have been looking at somebody's story that was before yours, and then they run up on yours, and then next thing you know, they looking at it every day, and so then they're converted to a supporter. All right, so they're a follower, then they're a supporter if they share or something like that, and then once they purchase, you've converted them into a client, and so, or a customer. So all of this stuff works together, and guess what, you have not spent any money yet on marketing. All right, well, other than probably your content creation if you don't do it yourself. And so we also have a section in Instagram of highlights, right? So that is your story highlights. But what I like to do with my highlights is, because I have my business my page represents several different businesses, then I like to make my story highlights one for each business. So therefore, like when I post a story about Aries Beauty Lounge, it'll go under that highlight. If I post a story about Girl Bosses United, it'll go under that tab. Well, I don't have a tab for Girl Boss. All of my stuff is Aries. Aries is, so it'll go under Aries Business Solutions, right? And so that way when people come to your page, it's organized. You make you some pretty coverage photos for it that match and make your page look nice, and that is what attracts people to go ahead and follow you and want to see what's going on. And then when they can go back and look at those highlights, because every story doesn't have to go in your highlights, you can just put a few to give them a little identification of your brand, or if you are telling a story, you can do a 3 or 4 story videos and tell the story within that highlight. It's so many ways that you can utilize your highlights, so make sure you are doing that. And then reels, guys. So I don't know if y'all have been seeing me. I started using reels last month. Well, I did one last month and one this month. I'm getting there. But I'm still trying to get my aesthetic right, like creating the actual video. So I'm just doing little generic ones, but I am definitely working on focusing those on my businesses, right? So I'm going to do a couple of reels a week for each business, and we going to roll like that. But to be honest, those reels get way more views than your stories or your timeline. Yeah. So reels are 15-second videos set to popular music. And when you set it to the music, you know what that does. That gets people excited. They want to see what you're doing. You do not have to be dancing. A lot of people do dance moves and stuff like that with the evolution of TikTok. But to be honest, I'm not doing no dancing. I might just, bow my head or something. But you do not have to do full dance routines. And also in those, remember y'all, when you're using your reels, always put a call to action. So that's one thing that I have not done in mine yet, but it's on purpose. But listen to me, do what I say and not what I do. Because I'm still trying to learn how to work all that stuff on my phone. Y'all know I look young, but I'm actually an old cookie. So I have to be taught how to do some of this stuff on these apps. And so my girl is teaching me how to do that. And so in the meantime, I'm telling you, make sure that you include a call to action in your reels. If you can include it like in the text that you put on the screen, that would be great. But if not, make sure that you include it in your caption, right? So use those reels, guys. And then Post some live videos, right? So you can select a specific time slot every day or every other day to feature live videos, right? And so why do you want to try and implement live videos? Because people engage more when they know that you're being yourself. They can see the background. They can um you know that you're real, know that you're not out there faking the phone. And so posting lives will help. Okay, call to action. We need to know what a call to action is. A call to action is the whatever you want your client or customer or consumer, whoever is watching the video, to do, right? So for example, if I posted a reel or even a post, because this goes all through all social media, guys. When you are posting for your business, make sure you have a call to action in there. The call to action can be order now. The call to action can be subscribe. The call to action can be message me for details. That is your call to action. And then let me just throw this in there too. Don't forget to add your website on every post. Don't have people scuffling around trying to find, because guess what they're going to do? Click off of it and never come back. So first impressions are everything. Put everything they need to know in the caption or in the post, right? So your call to action is always what you're asking them to do. All right. Any more questions? Go ahead and post. Yes, Miss Cher. Your time has a value. Your time has a value. Absolutely. I missed that. That was a little bit earlier. So yeah, you want to make sure that you use that time wisely on these social media apps. And so I know that's probably what you were responding to. So yeah, use those lives. And then guys, this is the game changer, right? So if you are kind of farther along in your business by now, you should have done some research on your competitors, right? And so you have to go and see what your competitors are doing so that you can get some good results as well. Because most of the time they are, well, when I look at a competitor, I'm not looking at somebody that's on my level, right? Because that's not my competition. Like, no one in this group is my competition. You know who's my competition? The people that are above me. And so I'm always looking at those that are excelling and doing what my long-term goal is in this business, right? And so just speaking on being in the digital media space, I go and look at Entrepreneur Magazine, Forbes Magazine, people like that. What are they doing to put things out and get their, keep their magazine going, or whatever may have to happen? And so you look at your business, see where you're lacking at, and then you step up, right? And so with going on Instagram, you find members of your target audience, right? And you follow them. Then you start interacting with them. And what that will do, it will first off put you in the algorithm of the people that are in your audience, the people that you are targeting, because these algorithms are based off of your engagement. So if you are liking all kind of stuff that isn't relevant to your business or isn't relevant to your audience, that's what's going to keep popping up. But if you go and interact with followers that have the same interests as you, that have, or I say your audience, because sometimes we can target those that are similar to our thinking or our industries, and we are getting a lot of other businesses that do the same thing. So target the actual member of the audience that you are looking at, and it will start bringing more. You know how they give the suggestions of the friends and who to follow and stuff like that. So it'll start, and you'll start seeing more and more different people, commenting on your stuff and engaging and stuff like that. And so also hashtags, right? So use hashtags in your posting. Don't use too many. There's a number that suggested. I'm not really sure of what it is for Instagram, but for each social media platform, there's a certain number of hashtags they recommend that you use. And then the other thing I want to mention is don't just use hashtags that you done made up. All right. You want your stuff, because these hashtags are searchable. Like people can type in hashtag WISPTV and see everything that I have hashtag with WISPTV, right? And so you don't want to get to making hashtags, that people are not going to follow. You want to first off research hashtags in your industry that people that have a high engagement, that people look at a lot, right? And then you want to start hashtagging that on your post. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, hashtag on all of them. All right. And so go ahead and start using your hashtags. So, yeah, so I think I have covered, I'm just looking at my notes, y'all. I think I have covered pretty much what helps you to boost your Instagram. So there are some suggested actions that we should take today, right, on helping make improvements to our account. And so the suggestions are to create daily Instagram stories. Use your stories to create your profile highlights. Create your Instagram reels. Find and follow your audience using relevant hashtags. Find and follow 50. Now I know this is big, but this is if you want to grow your page, right? So you find and follow 50 potential audience members a day, and then engage with your audience. Go live with your audience. Give followers a follow back. Reply to your comments and your DMs in a timely manner, and use tagging with your people that connect with you, right? So if they buy from you, tell them thank you, tag them. Everybody loves the Instagram shout out. And so, just nurture your audience, guys, because, the thing about it, we don't realize what we have here in these social media platforms, and we can definitely grow our businesses without spending a lot of money. Y'all see, I did not even go into paid ads, because before you get into paid ads, you need to get down the free stuff, right? And be taking full advantage of the freebies, because paid ads are expensive. And well, I'm not going to say they are expensive. They can be expensive, but you need consistency. It's like you can't just post. I mean, you can't just buy an ad. Well, you can, but it won't be effective. Just buy an ad, an ad for $20 and never buy another one. You have to, when you're doing ads, you have to be consistent. You have to have a plan. Everything has to have a strategy, right? Even without the pay, you see that all the information that I gave out today is is based on strategies that we have to perform within our business, within these within these apps, within all of our social media. And so a lot of these tools and tips can be used across all of the platforms, depending on, what options they have, because of course Facebook now has added reels. So you can add those, you can save them when you make them on Instagram, or save them when you make them on Facebook, and swap them all across all of the platforms. And so you want to be smart with your content. You don't want to overthink it. You want to make sure that you are delivering the message for your business. You want to make sure that you're delivering a good message for your business and what? Including your call to actions. Don't forget that. And the website, guys, give them everything they need. And so the free book I spoke about earlier is in the comments. Just scroll up a little bit and you will see the link. Any other questions, guys, before we end? I hope that this was helpful. Give me some feedback. Did y'all enjoy this? Do you think you can utilize this information? And if you watch the replay, I would like feedback as well. Any questions? I'm just waiting around for a minute. I thank y'all so much for joining me this morning. Thank y'all for joining me this morning. This has been really good. And like I said, we don't come here every Monday at 9 a.m. And if you would like to share with me in my group some business tips that you may have or that you may have utilized, I will be happy to have you go live with me. But we will be here every Monday at 9 a.m. for our strategy session. Next week, I think I have written down email marketing. So, my thing is right now, being the beginning of the year, it's a lot of things that we need to have set up in our business. And so those are the things that I've been going over. Last week, I went over boosting your Facebook. So if you're interested in that, I didn't do the 9 a.m. session because this is my first one, but on boosting your Facebook, you definitely can go to the replay in the clubhouse group and get that good, valuable information. And so next week, I will move to email marketing, and then we will move on to building systems. So I have a lot, to bring that we can implement, but I wanted to start. I may actually skip, like, do one more social media platform next week, but I just wanted to go over this because I know that the majority of my audience are seasoned entrepreneurs that don't, we make our way, but we are not really well versed in these platforms. We don't really know, a lot. We know the surface. I'll put it like that. We know how to just get on there and do what we need to do and get off, but we should definitely be utilizing these platforms to our advantage, to our full advantage. And so as I learn things and learn how things operate, that's what I bring to my sessions, right? And so, it can be stuff that I've learned over the years. It can be stuff that I've learned over the pandemic because, I went into this deep dive of education during that time. But, you know, just being able to come here and share with you guys is an honor for me, and I thank y'all for joining me. So make sure that you continue to stay in the loop with me. We are going to blow this business thing out of the water. This is for my fempreneurs, my girl bosses. We are going to do this, and then I have some amazing opportunities that are also coming up with all of this learning. Learning is definitely going to bring us to a new level and a new mindset in business. So with that, there's some opportunities, right? And so if you have issues being organized, setting your goals and completing them, reach out to me. I am coaching now on bossing up your business, and it is based off of being organized, planning, and you get so much information. It is an app guided coaching program. So you get all the information, you get weekly calls with me and different things determined depending on which plan you choose, because I have a group plan and I also have a individual plan. So, if you need help, guys, don't struggle in your business and you have all of these resources here. Ask the question. If you don't want to ask it in a thread, message me. I am more than happy to answer most questions. I don't charge everybody for every little, piece of information that they may need. So, as you can see, I'm freely giving out information and have been for a lot of years. I've been an entrepreneur over 20 years. So it's a lot of information here. And I just feel like, what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is information. And so that's what pushes me to do this. And also just because I love to see my people win, especially my women. We go through so much, and then to have to just in personal life, and then when you have a business, you have to integrate into all of that. It gets a little, all over the place sometimes. Sometimes you don't know what you're going to do, or how to do it. So this community is to help you through those days. So make sure you reach out if you're stuck somewhere and you need a little help, or just continue to join in the conversations. Join in the broadcast. I have several broadcasts. I have so many women that bring value. So just stay in the loop. And I thank you guys again for coming on. And we will be back here next Monday. Have a great Monday, guys.